The hell? What does he want?
Hi, my name is Carmen Winstead. I'm 17 years old. I am very similar to you.
Man, I'm not listening to that. Wasting my time.
I'm big.
Don't invest. So copy pasta or chainmail used to terrify me. My first exposure to this trend was on Kick, which honestly, Kick in itself could be a big story. To all you infants or bugs that live under the rocks, Kick is basically a old messenger app that you can text your friends with. But honestly, now that platform's just used for creeps. I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, at this time, I was around 10 using the app. I was in elementary school, so I was very raw to the internet and everything was fresh. And also, I was very gullible on the internet. Besides thinking I could get free games, like free game scams, or make money online easy scams, I think the thing that hit me the most was the copy pasta or the chainmail messages. So chainmail messages are quite literally what it's called. It's chain mail. Someone would either find, or if you're crazy enough, you're wild enough, you would create this message that you would send as a threat almost and get other people to just send this. There was literally no point in it at all. There was no benefit. No one won anything. It's almost, you gotta admire it a little bit. It's kind of like a little bit of terrorism. So now, the common template of the posts would be a really crazy, gruesome backstory, a bad threat, and a deadline. So honestly, this rubric would be matched or hit pretty easily. I think I could do it right now. So let me think off the top of my head. Let's do Anthony, he's a criminal. Anthony, this is a tragic story. One day when we were moving in, Anthony fell down the stairs and damn, this is not first person, this is gotta be third person. This guy Anthony was moving into an apartment. He had too much stuff to carry, so he fell down the stairs and a group of girls saw him and laughed at him and pointed their fingers at Anthony. But Anthony was crushed by all of his luggage, so he ended up dying. Those girls were cursed, and Anthony roams the apartment building. If you don't repost this and send us to 10 people, Anthony's gonna come to your room. As you can see, I'm basically Edgar Allan Poe and I'm captivating these kids into, I don't know, being scared. But back to me being a toddler on Kick, I would swiftly, like no doubt, no question, I would say, yes sir, I'm sending these back to everyone I know. And it was like, for some reason, I had everyone added on Kick. I had so much people that it was so easy just to do this, but at the same time, it was easy for me to receive these. And I was getting these like way too often. But I know there was one specific moment that shook me to the core. I started seeing these creepypasta kind of type posts on Instagram and I thought, this is getting out of hand, come on. Like I thought this was only like a Kick folklore kind of thing, but for it to go to Instagram, that's a lot more mainstream and a lot more ridiculous. So I had the brave idea just to ignore it. Little did I know that this was gonna weigh a tremendous amount on my psyche later on in the same evening. So I ignored the post, and then later that same night, I ended up going to my uncle's to stay the night. For no, I don't really remember the reason, but I just did. And that's where onset brain rot started. I was just, you know, hanging out, watching Family Guy, doing kid stuff, not like completely ignoring what I had seen earlier in that day. But here's where it gets scary. My aunt tells me, or suggests it's almost time to go to bed. So what do I start thinking? Boom! Like a war veteran, it's just the flashbacks. The image pops into my head. Bobo clown, if you don't send this to 10 people, you are going to die by midnight. That was the post. So as that's popping into my head, I'm thinking, all right, midnight? I seen this earlier today. So how much time do I have? It's 11:30, and I start freaking out. How is my family gonna understand that they're about to die because of a mistake that I made? What are they gonna do when they see only me dead? If it's only gonna be me that dies, why is there a clown coming after us right now? I was just thinking these crazy things, and yeah, like any adult would, they were worried. I was scared of a internet clown that I thought was gonna come over and kill me, kill us. But slowly, as the time came to 12, I started to get more and more worried, thinking that Bobo the clown was going to show up and it was gonna be the end. But the adults were great and I ended up just going to sleep. Tip your Dutch Bros workers.